Hi yogis, I'm Laura. Welcome to our second practice to work on the Niyama of Tapas, or self-discipline. It's also transformation through fire or through effort. And our practice today is going to cultivate core strength and some heat in the body. We'll start out in a forward bend. As you take your inhale, come halfway up and then expand the arms out to the sides into a T. Keep the fingers really wide. Engage the muscles between the shoulder blades. Exhale into your forward bend. We'll come right back up like that. Inhale, halfway up, open the arms into a T. Expand the upper back, expand the chest. Exhale, come forward. And again, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. We'll start to make our way all the way up into standing, pressing the feet into the earth, expanding the fingers up toward the sky. As you start to breathe out, very slowly bring yourself down into a chair. Slowing that movement down more than you normally would. And drawing the lower belly in so you slightly drop the tailbone. This is going to ensure that your abdominal muscles are supporting your lower back as you deepen your chair. Come down to that point where you're feeling effort in the thighs. You want to feel that sense of work. If your knees are okay, we're going to come down into a toe balance from there, dropping the hips all the way toward the heels, and you're balancing just on the toes and the ball of the foot. Reverse that movement. Start to press yourself up slowly. This is a nice challenge. Coming through a low chair, lifting a little higher. When you get to the top, expand the arms overhead, stretch out through the fingers. Join the palms together and come back down into the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, slowly drop the hips into chair. Engage the abdominal muscles. Come down to the point where you feel like the thighs are getting some good work. That challenge is where we create strength. Little by little, as you exhale, lowering down, and then either stopping in that low chair, or if your knees are okay, come down into a toe balance. Very slow movement, lifting up from your toe balance. We slow the movement down for more challenge. Pressing all the way up into mountain. Extend the arms overhead, lift your gaze. Hands come down to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive down into your forward bend. And this time we'll take the blocks underneath our hands. And you might want to use the high setting or the medium setting, depending on how much lift you feel like you need in front of you. But we want to come up to a point where the back is pretty flat. So the high setting might be a good idea. We'll start with the right leg back. Straight back from the hip. Turn your toes to face down toward the floor. Extend your left arm. This is going to mirror a balancing table position that we did in part 1 of our tapas practice. So we start with stability on that side. Lowering down, and then we'll try that on the other side. Send your left leg back, square your hips, toes down toward the floor so your hip is in neutral. Take your right arm out in front of you, thumb up toward the sky. Feel stability. As you exhale, drop that side down. Now for the second round, we're going to start to layer some movement onto that same position. We start with the right leg back and the left arm forward, then tapping the knee and extending the arm and leg out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, arm and leg straighten, just like we did in table in our last practice. Exhale, inhale. You'll feel that you really have to engage not just the front of the core, but the lower back and the hip stabilizers to find stability as your arm and leg move. It's a nice dynamic balance practice. Lower that side down, give yourself a break in forward bend. Then we'll come over and do the same thing on the other side. Take your left leg back, stabilize your pelvis, take your right arm forward, and as you exhale, elbow to knee, crunch right underneath the body, press all the air out. Inhale, expand, exhale, contract. The breath gets a little stronger every time you exhale, building that fire, that agni in the belly. Lower the arm down, lower the leg down. Let your head and your arms drop into a forward fold. We'll take our inhale, come halfway up, flat back, arms out into a T position. Keep your fingers wide. Slide down into a forward bend as you exhale. Now inhale up through a flat back and then transition that all the way up into standing. Arms overhead, extended mountain pose. Palms pressed together, drop them down to the heart. And release the arms down. Inhale, sweep them up into extended mountain. Release the arms out to the side. Dive into your forward bend. We'll sweep the right leg up behind us. Very slowly drop that back into a lunge. Standing split to lunge. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, tap the toe onto the mat and gently drop into your lunge. It's a position where as the lower leg comes down, it wants to just drop down with gravity, and you're trying to slow that movement down for challenge. The next time you come back into your lunge, inhale, sweep the arms up, come into a high crescent lunge. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Swing the right leg up into a standing split, then fold it down, place it back into your forward fold. We'll take that same sequence on the left side. Left leg lifts into a standing split. Slowly drop it back onto the mat for high lunge. Inhale, standing split. Exhale into your lunge. Slow, controlled movement, especially on the way down. Slowing yourself down against gravity. This time we'll lift into our lunge on the other side. Taking the arms up, keeping the fingers really wide. Feeling the strength in the legs, the stability around your hips. Exhale, let the hands come down and frame your right foot. Sweep your left leg up, fold it in. Find your way back into a forward bend. We'll take the right leg and walk that back. Now last practice we did a walking split. This is the reverse version of walking split. Swing the leg up, take a little step back. Swing the other leg up, take a step back. When you get toward down dog position, you're going to drop the knees and then drop all the way down onto the chest. Arms come back by your sides. Inhale, take a boat with the arms open and the legs open. Feeling lots of strength in the back of our core, in our lower back and our hip stabilizers. As you exhale, lower down. Press yourself back toward child's pose. Wrap the arms around the sides of the body so that they can rest right onto your feet. Forehead to the earth. And we'll end there. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me on our part 2 of our tapas practice. I hope that you built up some strength and some inner fire to help you burn through whatever is holding you back.